Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to more turn-based tactical action in Menace, where we're continuing the mission with the B team. That last mission, folks, was honestly a bit of a lesson in humility, and if I'm being completely honest, I really quite enjoyed it. We've been having smooth sailing for so very long, it's really nice to once again feel that extra thrill of when you push just a little too far, when you take just a few too many risks, and when you quite literally jump into a few too many extremely dangerous situations. I had an absolute blast. So many of the decisions in that mission were purely driven by roleplay, and you guys know particularly how much I enjoyed those kinds of opportunities, like when Tech was overconfident and we sent him flying in. Here, Pike was seeing his buddies in trouble, his people in trouble, and so he goes flying in and put himself in some very dangerous situations and paid the price for it. Right now, ultimately, we only lost 2 squaddies, and yes, Pike was taken out, but then resuscitated with a bruised ego at most, perhaps, but boy, did it feel good. And I could just kind of picture the moments on the battlefield where those, poor decisions, so to speak, were being made. And I don't have any regrets, right? Bog could have died yet again, and it just felt really good to send Pike in like that. To have him stand between Bog's vehicle and an autocannon and a walker and protect his friend. I don't know. I love moments like that. And you can only have those moments, or you can typically only have those moments by taking those kinds of chances. And folks, we're going to continue taking those kinds of chances in our next mission as we decide ultimately to raid the command post. This is a 3-skull difficulty mission. We haven't done one of these in some time, and I'm very excited to see how, yes, it kind of pushes us potentially beyond our limits in this current operation. Succeeding here will unlock some additional supply for us, which is going to be extremely helpful, and ultimately it's been pointed out to me that we are currently better equipped to destroy a command post than we were the last time we tried one of these missions. You'll recall we have done one of these before, and boy, it was nerve-wracking. There was it could have gone a lot smoother. Let's just put it that way. It could have gone a lot smoother. Ultimately, we did fine, I guess, so, there's that. But we are better equipped now because we have the gravity manipulator. And the gravity manipulator is going to do a lot of damage to this command post. I don't think it's going to destroy it in one hit, but it will soften it right up so that one shot from like a tank gun or something can finally drop the building. I mean, this very tool is what we had to hold off on using in that previous mission because we wanted to avoid destroying 3 or more structures, right? We wanted to get the secondary objective. Now, ultimately, we ended up losing a squad that is Pike, so we didn't secure all the secondary objectives like I'd hoped, but hey, it is what it is. We finally get to see that toy in action as we try to raid this command post. Now, I'm not going to hire anybody just quite yet because I want to see how this operation plays out. And before we complete it, based on how things go, we'll go ahead and figure out where it feels like we have the biggest gap. I will try and hire somebody, or not try, but I will hire somebody before the end of this operation because our authority is maxed out. So I want to make sure that we spend some of it so that whatever authority we gain from this operation doesn't just get kind of thrown into the ether, as it were. So don't worry, I will be hiring somebody very soon, but I don't feel the need for it as we go into this raid mission. I'm also not going to do any shopping or anything. We're just going to go ahead and dive right on in to mission prep. Oh, and would you look at that? And would you look at that? So it's almost a certainty that Bog is going to be joining us, but let's first investigate what we're actually, able to identify in here. This is an artillery piece, right? So that's going to be dangerous. We want to make sure we stay unspotted for as long as possible. This is a walker. Down over here, we have another walker, it looks like, and this is, okay, a mortar team. Okay, fair enough. Again, they can be extremely devastating if they get lucky, right, as we've seen. But what do we have in here? We've got an MG team. We've got unknown entity up over here. Some conscripts, more conscripts, another MG team, Jaeger team. I mean, you can, yeah, Bog's coming. Bog's coming, and he's going to play us a tune with his lovely little organ. Absolutely. I don't think we need... Actually, you know what? I will give him a machine gun as well, so that if he ever finds himself in a situation, let's put it that way, he is able to shoot immediately, and he is able to shoot in that sort of close to mid-range area as well. Now, he's not the most accurate individual, sure, but that's not the purpose of this machine gun, right? It's just to suppress the target and give himself some time to move away or drive over the target or whatever it might be. So let's go ahead and give him that as well and see how the supply nets out ultimately. Do I also want to give him a VMAT? I think I do, for that exact same kind of a situation where he needs to shoot now, not 2 turns from now. So that's a good setup for Bog, and so with all those considerations, I will take the risk of putting him in this vehicle that is currently just a little damaged. And it is a big risk, yes, but he's going to keep his distance, right? He's primarily acting as artillery, and I think he's going to have an escort in Excondé as well. Not the typical way in which Excondé acts as an escort, I suppose. He's not going to be a taxi for this one, but he's going to drive side by side with Bog, coming in with his tank gun and his grenade launcher to help effectively take out both enemy armor and infantry. By the way, I do want to thank you guys for pointing out the tank gun in the black market. This was a couple of episodes ago. I had completely missed that it was in there, but because of the comments, I saw it, picked it up, and I'm already in love with it. I mean, I know the tank gun is a powerful piece of equipment, but I guess my tunnel vision had just made me miss it in the black market a couple of sessions ago. So I just wanted to thank you guys for pointing that out in the comments, and I also wanted to say, folks, yes, I do actually read all of the comments. So if you have any thoughts, concerns, fears, hopes, dreams, stories, there's always a lot of creative writing in the comments as well that I enjoy reading. So feel free to fire those. And of course, again, folks, if you've been enjoying the series, hit that like button too. It does help me just get a sense of what people are liking on the channel. Anyway, I digress. Sorry. So yes, Bog and Excondé are both going to be out there. Is it time to rotate Carta in and pull Wetteroth out? I think Carta needs to be in here, but I think she comes in with her suppressed crowbar, and I think actually Wetteroth needs to be in here as well. Because, again, it's a 3-skull difficulty mission. I don't want to take everybody with me, but I do want to take... I don't want to hamper myself too much. Wetteroth's Vanguard deployment is going to be extra helpful, I think, with our artillery support coming in from Bog, and that's why I want to keep him in here. There are a lot of threats like these towers and bunkers and stuff and whatever they might be. Those worry me quite a bit. So getting whatever visibility we can as early as possible to prevent the enemy from occupying those spaces will go a very long way, I think. And there is also this data storage that needs recovering, sat right next to this artillery piece. There's sort of 2 objectives there for us. Because if we get spotted, this thing immediately becomes a personal secondary objective, you know? This thing's going to harass us throughout the entire mission. Sachin, you're going to rest. He's been joining us for back-to-back missions, I feel like. He's probably closest to tiring out. It's unfortunate because he is currently determined, but that increase in discipline is not the biggest thing right now. So let's go ahead and remove you from the mission. Frees up a lot of supply, but it's more about the rest. And let's go ahead and push tech in, actually. Let's put tech in, because again, there's a lot of infantry here. We can keep them suppressed, we can keep them pinned, and we can stay relatively mobile if we also throw him into the jet suit. Put him in the jet suit. He's got his disposable. He's got his anti-tank grenade. He can jump in and out as needed to pop those and to let loose with a minigun. That feels good to me. We can also take his squaddy count a little bit higher. Keep him with a crowbar, if and when he needs it. And I'm wondering if we don't go ahead and give him quick hands. Reduced AP cost to use accessories is huge. Right now it's 40 apiece, right? So he's able to use 2 accessories in 1 turn. But if we reduce the AP cost so it's 30 apiece... Oh. No, it doesn't reduce the cost of the jet suit. It can't. It shouldn't. But yeah, if it's 30 apiece, then he's able to use 3 accessories in a turn. Saying that out loud makes me wonder, do I want to put him back in a different piece of armor so that he's got a 3rd accessory, like frags or something, right? Those could come in handy in this situation. But no, I think I like this setup. And let's, go ahead and give him quick hands. We'll get him point fire eventually. This is an expensive promotion. It's going to basically drain all of... Did I say drain? Drain? All of our promotion points, which is a little worrying for when a new squad leader joins us, is what I was thinking about. But like I said, it'll be a couple of missions yet. and they'll be fine without promotions for a couple of missions if necessary. So yeah, let's go ahead and get quick hands. For some reason I get the feeling it'll be useful. And eventually I do want to give Pike, by the way, bags and belts. This has been pointed out as a very good idea in the comments as well. By giving him bags and belts, we can give him, you know, for example, the recon drone with more consistency and things like that. But that's a conversation for the future. It'll unlock the next level of upgrades for all of our squad leaders as well. With that done, I think that's deployment figured out. We have a few more supply points left over. I will very quickly address, by the way, it's been suggested that Wetteroth, who needs to have 8 squaddies, should instead carry the Crocodile, because he'll be very good with it. I totally agree. He will be good with it. Some of its negatives are counteracted by Wetteroth's own perks. He's got Big Game Hunter, and even though this says against large organic targets, it actually applies against all large targets, including inorganic ones. He gets plus 20% accuracy and plus 15% armor penetration. These are very good buffs. It says does not apply to vehicles or structures, but it does apply to vehicles. Now, I don't know if this is a bug or if this will be rewritten to reflect that, you know, big game counts for mechanical game as well. But nonetheless, that's how it works now. So yes, there are benefits to giving Wetteroth the Crocodile because he counteracts, for example, that accuracy modifier, or he bolsters the armor penetration of this weapon to, you know, cause a lot of damage despite it being lower than the RPG itself. But here are the things that make me a little concerned, at least for this mission in particular. Maybe I'll experiment with this in a future mission when we're defending again. But for this mission in particular, with the RPG, you don't need to deploy. And that's a big one, right? Because Wetteroth only has 88 action points. So if he's standing within range of a target, he's able to shoot twice. But if he has to deploy, right? If he has to deploy even with Athletic, he ends up with 78 action points, and he's only able to shoot once. And for that reason alone, almost, there's a couple others, right? Just the stats alone, they make me feel a bit more comfortable. But primarily for that reason right now, in this mission, I want to stick with the RPG. The Crocodile does have significantly greater range. 11 versus 8 is huge, right? But I think I'll feel a lot more comfortable having him out there with the RPG. Now, with him getting his 8th squaddie, though, we find ourselves in a position where we have to remove something. I don't want to get rid of the extra ammo on Esconde, because we're going to need that, I think. Do I want to drop the squaddie count on Carta, or do I just drop the squaddie count on Tech? Because ultimately he's going to be using the minigun primarily. That gives us a lot of supply left over, though, so I feel like we're being, I guess, inefficient, but sometimes that's just going to be the case, right? Everyone's got the armor I want them to have. Everyone's got the equipment I want them to have. So what am I going to change, right? I guess I could up this, but I don't have that much wiggle room. I could pop you in this. 55 armor, 45 durability. Sure, just a little bit better. What about the scab suit? The veteran scab suit, I should say. 50 armor. Alright, so we pop you into this, use a bit more of our supply, and keep you just that little bit safer. Sure, that feels good. And I think we're going to have a bit of supply left over, which is okay. Now we got to figure out deployment. And I'm a little worried about what I'm about to do, I'll be completely honest. But I think it's the right call. We have 14 rounds to complete this mission, which is a decent amount of time, but it's not a lot of time. So we're going to have to try something a little funky here and just hope that it works. But it's very risky, so if it doesn't work, the cost could be very expensive. What are we going to do? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put Esconde probably like over here or so, able to roll up, able to take this thing out, able to take this thing out, able to just apply some pressure from this side, ultimately pop a shot at the command post when necessary, if necessary, to take it out as well, and then beeline towards exfil. We're going to, as I believe I mentioned already, have Bog next to Esconde. So Esconde is acting as a bit of a escort, so Bog is safe in his damaged vehicle, able to fire away with the rocket organ and keep these guys suppressed and pinned and just generally in trouble as you try to destroy the building and, you know, eliminate the rogue army officer, and then again beeline towards extraction. Honestly, ultimately, I could just ignore everybody. I could maybe even go with nobody else. Gravity manipulator, shot with the tank gun, and get the hell out of Dodge. But I'm a fiend for however many secondary objectives as we can accomplish. So, Tech, you're going to run up the middle, I think. He's got his jet suit, right? So he can jump in as necessary. I'm hoping he kind of posts up over here or something so that he's able to suppress as many of the enemy infantry targets as possible. But he's also able to apply pressure to these two buildings. I'm worried that they are both towers, which means that somebody like Wetteroth, for example, gets spotted in his vanguard position and then gets in a lot of trouble, especially while this artillery is active, right? Now, that artillery is going to get shut down by Carta, playing all sneaky, coming up this way, taking this thing out, picking up the military data storage, and hopefully sneaking to extraction. She's got on the Jaeger fatigues, she's got on the camo kit, and she's got a suppressed weapon. She'll fire the RPG to cause a bit of noise as we take out the artillery, sure, but I think she's uniquely positioned to do all this unless somebody takes up positions in this tower. Again, I'm assuming it's a tower. It could be a bunker. I'm also assuming this is a tower. I like to, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. If this is a tower, it'll extend vision significantly, and that's why we're deploying all the way over here as opposed to a bit closer, where as we approach, we might get spotted. So hoping that this is far enough away that we can come around and do what I need to do over here. And again, once you get close to the artillery, it can't hit you, right? So I'm not too worried about this hitting Carta when she gets close. Otherwise, we have Wetteroth left over. And Wetteroth, with your Vanguard deployment, to be honest, I'm a little uncertain. I could pop him over here and know with absolute certainty that we'll be able to hit this thing at the beginning of our turn, but I have no idea what this is and how much damage it could potentially cause. I think the bigger concern is that it'll be able to see Wetteroth. Now, the other thing I could do is I could position ourselves back over here and hope that that's far enough away such that we remain unspotted, but close enough such that we can hit this thing and see far enough to tell Bog what to hit as well. Wetteroth's position here is the riskiest factor. I'd like to post him up over here because then he's got decent cover, but I don't know what this is. I don't know if it'll be able to see us, and I don't know if as a result of that, the enemy is going to be able to hit us and to devastating effect potentially. I am a little shaken, I guess you could say, based on the performance of enemy artillery in that previous mission, right? That caused us a lot of hurt. So I think this is the right call, and hopefully it all plays out nicely. Like I said, taking a couple of risks over here. We're very spread out, except for down over here, not knowing exactly how it's going to play out. But as I like to say, what's life without risks, right, folks? I think we're pretty well sorted here. Everyone's got what they need. Doing a really quick double check one more time. It really is like, do I add more squaddies just to give ourselves a bit more like armor or something, so to speak, protection for tech? But nah, that's not going to work out. Cannot get a cheaper weapon than what we've got on right now. Nothing else to do. At this point, I'm just procrastinating. So, folks, let's set that aside and head on down to the battlefield. That's not great. That's not great. Despite my best efforts here, Wetteroth has been seen, and taking a knee won't keep him hidden. I suppose I could creep up to there and take a knee and then still get a shot off, and that should keep me hidden, I suppose. Worst case scenario. But I am glad that we are inside this fencing, because one more tile over, sure, we would have been hidden, but we also would have been... God, we'd have to take this thing out. 30 action points, etc. So we've been slowed down significantly. Alright, our hand has been forced. Wetteroth has to go first, kind of as anticipated, to be perfectly honest. Down over here, Bog. Can you already hit something? Sort of. Some heavies back there. And what is that, an MG team? No, mortar team, right. Okay. We start with Wetteroth. Hopefully we take this thing out in one shot, and then we can use the range K-Pack to maybe get these guys taken care of as well and end up hidden after all. Another mortar team, actually. All right. Well, we start with the RPG. Excellent accuracy, full armor pen. Let's hope for the best. Disabled, medium fire, fleeing. So that's good. Not dead, but damaged. Not going to be able to hit us with its lasers. I suppose we could turn around and hit this thing with the K-Pack. We're not going to end up hidden is the thing. So do I pull up to here and take a knee? And that, I think, should hide us. If I'm seeing the detection zones correctly. Oh, wait, no, they go all the way back to here. That won't hide us. Okay. We don't have a chance. Alright, let's hit these guys with the K-Pack. Because this thing is already out of commission for the next turn at least. Let's hit these guys. Let's go. Beautiful. And we're hidden. I had a feeling that's what was doing the spotting, right? Especially because this thing's fleeing now. So I don't want to say it out loud and jinx it. But that's worked out nicely. We are ultimately hidden. On the topic of hidden, Sparta, roll up. A long way away. But I think it was the right call. Push up. Gotta get all the way up to here, eh? Okay, looking good.
Your major has failed you.
Nah, I'm doing pretty alright, actually. Do we roll up with tech? Just up to here, that we can jump in and position ourselves wherever necessary to do the job as needed? Sure. No need to jump every time, right? We only have so many. Everyone's pulling back, which is probably a good thing for us. Ex-Conde, let's roll you up first. Just up to here so you can shoot if necessary. At least with a grenade launcher, right? What was I expecting to spot over here? What am I thinking? Keep rolling up. Keep rolling up. Alright, that's HQ unit back there. Alright, what's the deal with the rocket organ? If I roll up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 or so, I'll be able to hit what I assume to be a giant clump, as well potentially as the building. But we're going to roll all the way up. No need to shift in, I guess, is what I was investigating. Yeah, that should do the trick for us. Weteroth will creep up a little bit and hopefully be able to see things more clearly for us to hit. Not that I need to see to hit. As we've seen in the past with Bog. I think especially with a mission just like this. But how do we play this? Buddy is still retreating, so he's not a priority. Sparta up first, or Weteroth up first? Like to stay in cover, obviously. Fence opening is there. I creep up to here. I could hit the bunker with the RPG if necessary. Or again, I could just take this thing out with confidence. Now, let's roll up to see what's going on. Keep going, buddy. Yeah, good to confirm that there is not a clump as well sometimes, right? Now again, I could take a knee over here. Who was able to... Why are we visible? Suggests that we shouldn't be. You can see I'm toggling the line of sight. Looks like we shouldn't be visible. Do I hit this thing just to make it less of an interesting place to post up? I say we take a knee just in case and go ahead and pop the shot. Medium fire might not do the job over here, but it is fleeing, so it might break ultimately. And I'm going to rely on that. Bit of damage, that's okay. Oh, crap. Oh, so we are visible. That's been confirmed. We are, in fact, visible. I could jump in all the way to here, I suppose. That fences me in, which is not great, obviously. Or you know what? Ex-Conde with the tank gun? I think I'd rather see what this thing does first. Let's move Carta up. To here, just to see a little bit further. That's going to be a bunker or a tower. And I do not know, unfortunately. Sure, pull back then. And we'll keep moving up. Damn. That's sniped. Don't love that. And that was out of the bunker, wasn't it? Alright, Tech, we're gonna go ahead and jump you in up to here, so you're still under a bit of cover at least. Land a little, off target, which isn't great right now. Confirming that's a tower at least. Can we take it out? Should we take it out? We wait until somebody ends up in there. We have been spotted, fully visible. I could take a knee over here and stay hidden, I suppose. Feels like the right call with enemy artillery in the distance. Yeah, take a knee. No surprise there. I guess it's just Exconde and Bog. So, Exconde, let's start with you. I wonder about the grenade launcher, you know? Just a little shy. We roll up a little bit closer. These guys blow their whistle. And lock on to Tech as well. I do not love this. Really should have taken them out sooner. Probably a decent bit of damage to be done by popping shots over here. Let's roll up a bit. MG team, don't love that. Gonna deploy, or are they gonna shoot? No. Okay, now I'm a bit more comfortable knowing that there's a big clump over here that's worth targeting, you know? I didn't want to loose a salvo that might have only suppressed or pinned 2 or 3 units. Okay, you're gonna... Damn, I was really hoping it was gonna crash through some fencing. What's the fire gonna do here? Everything I needed to. Enough damage to get it to break, apparently. Oh, look at this. Okay, perfect. You know what? Zero regrets about waiting. Zero regrets about waiting. Good stuff. Again, in a little bit of trouble, right? Because enemy artillery can see us, and who knows how precise they're going to decide to be today. But this means I can do, I think, 2 things. One is get the gravity manipulator ready to pop... What? The building and the tower, or the bunker and the building? Ah. I think the bunker is quite scary right now. I was hoping to also hit our HVT back there, but that might not be possible. This should destroy a fair bit of their cover. Damage or destroy the bunker. Get all their infantry suppressed and pinned. And again, cause a lot of damage to the building too. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and target here with a gravity manipulator. And Bog is going to get his own personal party started. Rocket Organ Barrage. I think over here should do the trick. Decent spread. Hopefully does decent damage. Fire away. I don't need the gravity manipulator. These guys are all fleeing. Buddy down over here is pinned. These guys are pinned as well. Decent bit of damage taken. The bunker hasn't taken any damage, the command post. But that's okay. The manipulator will come through and get that job done. Let's go ahead and roll up simultaneously. I don't know, I'm a little worried. There's a walker out here somewhere, right? So I do need to be careful about that. So why don't we just go ahead and face forward and call that your turn. Here it comes. Oh, trying to hit Bog. Artillery versus artillery, okay. Tech, from down over here, do we want to hit this thing? That's probably why we're super visible right now. Right, we can hit them with the disposable. Carta, your RPG is way too far away, right? Yeah. Yeah, we can only get so close before we get spotted too. And we gotta get 1, 2, 3... Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 closer. Yeah, that's not why Carta's out here, especially in her extra light armor, right? That's not why she's here. So RPG is also just a little too far away, but again, these guys are all pinned and suppressed, so if there was ever a time to push up, it's now. Alright. Gonna hit this thing with the disposable. Bit of damage there. Wetteroth will make his way over, I think, to try and hit that with the RPG as well. In the meantime, we pull out the minigun, I think. Or... if I jump in, I can hit this thing with the anti-tank grenade, right? I just gotta roll up to here. I don't even have to jump in, I can just kind of walk up to that position. Decent cover in front of me if I do so. These guys will be able to open fire. Alright, here's what we'll do. We're gonna stand up at least. After popping shots over here. Try to get these guys suppressed, if not pinned, and then stand up so that next turn we can push up to here and chuck a grenade up there. That's what I'm thinking. Fire away. Damn. Close, but no cigar. Stand you up and get ready to move. Oh, seriously? Even while wavering? God damn. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Here's what we're gonna do. Esconde. How far can that grenade launcher go? Well, actually, the gravity manipulators are coming through, right? So that should hopefully do the job over here. Right. Fire with the long barrel tank gun over here to get these guys suppressed, maybe? Grenade launcher is 2 tiles off. Yeah. Have to roll up to here, which may well be worth it. Sure. We got spotted. We're already being targeted. Hope there's no ATGM team out there. Grenade launcher up over here. One more tile over will allow us to hit this thing as well. Next turn, I think we roll up to here, pop a shot up there. You're good.
Taking command.
Ooh! RPG to the chest. We're under a decent amount of pressure, I'm not gonna lie. We're under a decent amount of pressure right now. Carta, roll you up to there, I suppose. Stay hidden. I guess I could roll up to here. They won't be able to hit us. Might draw them out. But is that what I want? Push you up to there. And Wetteroth. What's to do with you, buddy? 3 losses. I'm wondering if we stand up and push to the side over here, right, and start making our way towards evac, you can maybe get into the vehicle. Anything for him to hit first? Suppose we could try and eliminate these guys. I'm really hoping this bunker gets taken out by the gravity manipulators. It should. Pop shots here. That was a waste. These guys are pinned and everything. That was a waste. Stand up, pull back. And that's your turn done. Any day now, manipulators. Any day now. Roll up to here. I jump up, I still only get 1 use. If I roll up, still only get 1 use. Trying to figure out if I use the AT grenade or the gun. 180 hit point damage. These guys will continue to apply pressure down over here. Getting into cover is probably a good idea. Oh, sure. Let's roll up. Keep an eye on all these guys as well, right? Chuck a grenade. See what this can do for us. And I think immediately afterwards, the gravity manipulator is going to kick in and do some damage over here. But let's start with this. Oh. Very close to being taken out. Go ahead and take a knee. Stay safe. There's the manipulator.
Splash, splash, splash.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. Bunker is down. I think everybody over here has ended up pinned again. Good stuff. Did we do any damage? I don't know, but this thing took a lot of hurt. Bunker's been destroyed as well. Good stuff. Oh, that was another artillery shot. I was like, I heard something off to the side over here. I thought it was a walker showing up at like point blank range, but no, it was another artillery shot. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, these guys are all wavering or pinned. So we're safe there. This thing needs to be taken out. Carta, at this point, 1, 2, 3. Can you take 1, 2, 3 steps in and pop a shot? You can. And if that shot lands, we'll be in a much better position, right? Keeping tech safe as well, because these guys will be in trouble. The other option is, of course, to keep Carta hidden and have Esconde roll up and hit this thing with the tank gun. Maybe a bit of a waste. Oh, he can't, actually. He's got to go sideways. Ah. Oh, dang. Alright, well, then it's got to be Carta. And the tank gun has got to take out the building, I suppose. Alright, Carta, we start with you. So I think it's 3 in, right? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 in. Can't take a knee or anything. Gonna have to hope for the best. Excellent accuracy, but it's not maxed out. So this could go sideways. Down we go. Stunned, wavering, decent bit of damage done. And we're hidden once more. How's that for a surprise? I love it. Very pleased with that. Gotta stay hidden though, right? There's gonna be more of them pouring out now, but we'll see how that plays out. Wetteroth, what to do with you, bud? Got the HVT up here as well. Let's roll up to here, take some cover behind Esconde. And sure, spot potential targets. This guy's not pinned. Jaeger team. They're the ones who've been sniping us. Time for a bit of vengeance? I think so. Get more of them fleeing as well.
God's blessings upon you.
But mainly that was a matter of revenge. I think we all know that. Esconde, buddy. Let's roll you up to here. There is supposed to be a walker out here, if I recall correctly. So let's roll you up to here. And on not seeing anything, let's go ahead and hit these guys with a grenade launcher, I think. There we go. Mission accomplished. I could keep rolling up. I'm tempted to stay put so we can hit this building or this mysterious vanishing walker at the top of the next turn. Stormtroopers up here. Bog, I haven't forgotten about you, buddy. Got to reload so you can let loose again. Yeah, these guys are still nicely clumped up. Go and reload. Go ahead and creep up. That's you. There's the enemy trying to collect itself. And now it's us. Alright. Decent spread here. And with the rocket organ, maybe up over here. Up over here, maybe, actually. Because then these guys might end up suppressed and pinned, and a bit of damage could get these guys fleeing. And that's probably the better end result. But I do think we need to start with this. The card is able to scooch up. Yeah, and if these guys start to flee, then we either pick them off or let them be, or we have a bit of flexibility. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop shots up over here. Basically, want to try and shut this nonsense down as well, and whatever else is waiting for us back there. There's going to be the artillery piece back there, right? But who knows what else is waiting back there. Yeah, we haven't killed too many of the enemy. Play a tune for me, Bog. Music to my ears. Alright, now the stormtroopers still standing. Unaffected, very close to being suppressed. They are wavering, though, which is promising. Bog, very cautiously going to roll you up, I think. And call it your turn. Decent cover. We're on our knees, so we're good. We're good. Question is, though, where to next, right? That's the big objective. Rush right up to here. Next turn, take out these conscripts, maybe. Stormtroopers might need a bit of pressure from tech or something. And Wetteroth, what can you do? These guys are all retreating. Retreating. Again, if they break, I'd love that. I don't want them pinned if they might break. These guys are retreating. These guys are retreating. These guys are retreating with pinned, so I might want to eliminate them. Okay. Cardo, let's roll you up to here.
Hostiles advancing.
There's the artillery. How far we got to get? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right up to here, so let's go. If I come in with a suppressed crowbar, oh, I can start getting some work done here. Only one salvo, though. And it looks like Bog's artillery actually did a bit of damage. So the artillery versus artillery situation is in our favor, I'd say. Full armor pen with the crowbar here. Dang, I wonder if we can get these guys suppressed. Well, tech can probably do that. Okay, here. Let's start with... What can't? I've already moved Cardo. It's all good. Let's roll up to here. And tech will do some work over here, I think. We'll stay hidden.
Roger. Hostiles.
Oh, there's a lot of work to be done up there. Taking out the artillery will hopefully cause a decent bit of suppression and wavering and fear among the enemy. And look at that. Another sweet spot for Bog to hit, I think. Keep it up. Do we take a knee for the increased accuracy right at the top of the next turn? Yeah, I think it's the right call.
Exploit their foolishness.
You're going to roll up. That's okay. You're going to pop smoke. Good smoke. Not amazing. Because Carter's still got a clean shot on the artillery. Tech, though. Are you blocked off? Not blocked off, but... Can't do as much as I'd hoped for. Volley up there. Hopefully get these guys suppressed, if not pinned. 2 volleys up there, actually, maybe. Just trying to figure out, if need be, tech can jump in up here and provide support for Carta against these guys. Because Carta's got to roll all the way up to there, right? Which is not safe. It's not safe. What else we got? Wetteroth to take the building out. Sorry, Excondi to take the building out. Wetteroth potentially to do nothing. I mean, if these guys are all going to retreat, I might try and eliminate some of these guys. The MG teams, because they might not break, actually. So, okay, Tech, let's start with you. Let's fire up over here. Once. And maybe twice. Hope that caused a bit of suppression between the two of them. Do I stand up is the question. No, I think I stay on my knee. Wetteroth, buddy. The thing is, they're retreating. And if they retreat, but don't get out of my firing range, I can actually use their death to break the rest of the enemy army, right? That's my hesitation here. I can, like, roll up to here instead to keep everybody in view. Or heck, up to here. Takes me 1 off to the side there. Crap, you know what? Yeah, let's roll up to here. Roll up to here, keep everybody in view. Maybe take a knee. Actually, I'm up here. Maybe pop some shots. These guys are low accuracy. Pointless. Roll up to here. Take a knee. We stick to that plan. Been targeted over here. Don't love that. But Esconde. Job done. Decent bit of damage still needs to be done over here. It's probably going to take 2 rounds, I think. Here's the first. That's so satisfying. It's so tremendously satisfying. Alright, grenade launcher. Where shall we drop? That seemed like the right spot. Okay, these guys are wavering. Safe to assume a lot of these guys are wavering. Carta, if you were to hit with a crowbar, high armor pen, we could probably eliminate these guys and this thing in 1 turn from Carta. And I'm thinking that's the right call. Get everybody again suppressed, pinned, wavering, whatever it might be. Currently, everybody is still retreating. It's a damn shame. Here. Oh, well, it's not a shame. It's just, you know, it means that they might still recover from all the other action elsewhere. But let's start with this. Essential hit. And everyone's fleeing. That wasn't already. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and stand you up. Stay on mission.
Hostiles advancing.
I'm trying to get this thing, right? Keep rolling up. Make sure you don't get spotted. Alright, feels good. You guys are going to come up to here, probably see Carta. But then eat shots at the top of the next round. Oh, they still haven't seen Carta, so they're just going to eat shots at the top of the next round. Fantastic. Phenomenal. Love it. Wetteroth, buddy. Hit this thing and destroy it? Or do we leave that for Esconde? I guess down over here we know we need to reload, so let's go ahead and do that. And let's creep up. Is there... I mean... 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not great. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not great either. Just trying to find the best, like, combination, I suppose. Again, we're trying not to eliminate everybody is the thing. The other option is, of course, to just let loose up over there. We still don't know what's up. So I could do, for example... If I hadn't taken the knee, I could have jumped in to maybe cause more trouble elsewhere. I feel like I could have done this just a little bit differently. It's a decent effect. Alright, here's what we'll do. Apply pressure up here. And keep those guys suppressed. It sounded like a pin. And, where else? Over here, I guess. Because I don't want to pin everybody. I want them to try and break, right? Let's go ahead and stand up so we can jump in next turn. Wetteroth, I think you're going to take the building out, buddy. So that if our secret walker here does show up, Esconde is able to pop it. Fire away. Take it out. Down it goes. Let's take that K-Pack out and, sure, let's finish these guys off. Maybe that was the Jaeger team that was causing me trouble. Revenge either way. I don't know if it was... of course it's ethical. They were shooting at us first. Esconde, buddy. Roll you up a bit more. Grenade launcher can go how far? Far, not too far. Roll you up to here. Still nothing there. Grenade launcher up there, I'm thinking. Firing a little blindly, but, you know, might as well do something. We got plenty of uses left. And let's roll up to here. Alright. See what happens. See how many of them break. Wavering. They're all going to end up wavering, but that's where Bog comes in again, right? Okay. I mean, as predicted. I'm trying to figure out is this where Bog comes in, right? Do we get all these guys pinned and stuff? Because Carta, with like a salvo of her suppressed crowbar, can probably get all these guys fleeing. And maybe that's where we start. I was wrong. Alright. Pop shots up here. I was wrong. Hopefully I don't pay too hefty a fee for that mistake. You guys gonna post up here with a machine gun? And not do anything. Okay, great. Bog, buddy, I mean, I guess... ooh, there's this. That we'll want to take out. I'm just trying to figure out a bit of precision. I think I want Bog firing next turn so that Carta can come closer. I made a mistake there. That was foolish of me. So Bog's not going to shoot this turn. Esconde. Save you for later. Yeah. Bog. Dang. Let's roll you up to here, I suppose. There we go. That's a bit better. Face up there. No surprise. Moment of truth up here. Do we jump in and let loose? We got this machine gun team over here. We got these stormtroopers up over here. But in theory, if we eliminate one of them, they'll both give up on the fight, and then Tech can probably jump in there and be the one that pulls this thing out. Putting Carta in a bit of a tight spot. She'll have to go all the way around to get out of here, but hopefully in 7 rounds we can do so. Okay, so we start with a minigun salvo, I think, up over here. Or over here. And hope that this breaks these guys as well. This is a scarier target. We go with the crowbar. Not that many of us. Minigun it is. Fleeing. A couple of them pinned. Which is actually not great. But I think I feel comfortable enough jumping in. We'll take some shots from the MG team here. But we got decent armor, right? We should be okay. Maybe a bit of suppression. Tech don't care. Out in the open, no surprise. Yeah, that costs us.
Okay.
Alright, Wetteroth. You can hit these guys. Take them out, I think. Got these guys fleeing, excellent.
Yo, leave some for me.
I think we have to start making our way out. Let's stand up. Scooch up, that's 2. Not close enough to hit the tower, but maybe next round.
On track.
There's so many of them. Esconde. And with a tank gun.
My hand is guided.
Good hit. Grenade launcher as well, maybe? Or do we hit these guys with the grenade launcher? And get them to give up that way. There you go. These guys are fleeing. Those guys are wavering. These guys will hopefully break. Yep. What about you? Retreating, but they probably won't break.
Go around
Yeah.
the techers.
Guys interested again? So here's the risk with sending Tech in the way we did. Bog. Might cause a bit of friendly fire. Say we go up there. Hopefully pin these guys. Hopefully hurt those guys. Maybe get these guys scared because of the amount of damage they're taking on their side. That's probably the right call. Danger close. Danger close. It was alright. Not amazing. It was alright. Roll up. Gotta get ready to get the hell out of here. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. So, Carta, what can you hit? Potentially take a lot of these guys out. 2 tiles up to take those guys out. And I think that'll be the more effective use of our efforts here. I mean, Tech, you're able to jump up and do what? You can get right next to our target there. Next turn, pick it up and leave. That sounds fun. Let's go ahead and scooch up. Try and eliminate these fools. Medium accuracy. Let's go ahead and take a knee. Slightly more medium accuracy. Fire away. There we go. Got him fleeing.
Here we go.
Good stuff. That's you done, Carta? Or do we stand you up? Let's stand you up so you can move a bit more next turn. Tech's not up just quite yet. Wetteroth, anything with you? Get you into the vehicle. Quite possibly the right call. Let's go.
Running the hunt.
Alert,
There it
alert,
is.
enemy hardware.
Knew you'd show up, buddy. 2 up. Oh, boy. Roll up. Gonna become visible, unfortunately. Probably to these guys in the tower. Oh, I gotta go 1 more. Line of sight's blocked. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, because it won't be blocked from up over here. Okay. This is a bit of a scary situation because of what we're going to do next, but I think it's the right call. Famous last words. Famous last words. Excande, you stay put there.
I will cleanse them. About time, man.
Took a bit of a hit there, but, you know, we're okay. Wasn't expecting that, I'll be completely honest, but we're okay. Oh, there's a couple ways to play this, actually. There's a couple ways to play this. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and jump up to here and hopefully hit our mark. Nice. We're going to go ahead and pop the anti-tank grenade up over here. Hopefully hear this thing pop. Alright, that's not amazing. Next turn. Exconde's got to do some work up over here. In a bit of trouble, but hopefully with some shock and awe we can break the enemy before they even get to move. Come on. Pack up and leave. Wavering. These guys are wavering. A lot of the enemy is going to be wavering at the end of this. They're not going to be breaking. No surprise.
War criminals.
Talking about yourself there, bud. Okay. Exactly as anticipated. Exconde. You gotta make this count, man. Good accuracy only. Holy. Let's go. Nice. Beautiful. Got a few of them wavering. This thing's obviously been taken care of for Tech's safety. In with the grenade launcher. But where? Don't think I'd do much work here. So again, Tech's in a bit of trouble. Probably going to take some losses under fire. If the grenade launcher hits maybe up here, eliminates them, we can get some of these guys to give up on the fight, potentially. Let's go for it. Nice. Fleeing, wavering. Good, okay. Tech. And scoop this up and then as explained previously, get the hell out of Dodge. Carter, what about you? Can't get close enough to also shoot this turn. Getting her out of here is going to be trouble, actually. I've overcommitted, I guess. I could pop shots there and hope that any damage caused will get these guys to go from wavering to retreating. Let's try it. No such luck. But let's go ahead and move a little bit closer. Kind of thread the needle over here, I suppose. I just kind of go diagonally towards extract. Carter's the one in the most trouble right now. These guys have emptied out though, which is good. Pick up and go. I can't just abandon Carter, obviously. That's what I'm. That's the catch here. If we pick up and go, we can provide support from over here, right? And that's what I'm thinking right now. Sure. Grab that. These guys are all the way back there. But I could get them pinned by shooting adjacent. Yep. Very close. Tech's not going to leave her behind. Tech's not like that. We good? We good?
Need support.
They have to break eventually, right? Yeah, there you go. Wetteroth, you're going to stay in there. Bog. Gonna roll you right up to here. We would have seen something if there was something to see, right? Still very nervous. I'm not going to lie. Still very nervous. But we're going to fail this mission because so many of them are going to retreat. That's what's going to happen.
About time, mate.
Wetteroth. I guess you stay put.
It's about time, mate.
But take him out, he's got to go quite a ways over to hit these guys. So yeah, stay put.
Oh yeah.
Tech. Gun these guys down. Gun those guys down. See what we can break.
Hostiles fleeing the engagement.
Stack 'em like sand.
Yeah, we're gonna lose the secondary objective. That's fine. Can't get them all. These guys are still around, eh? These conscripts. Interesting. Interesting choice. So in a bit of trouble here with Carta. That's okay.
No, no.
Second salvo. Yeah.
Taking casualties.
Don't love that. That's a real shame. Right at the end there. Did so well. Then right at the end there. Well, let's roll up to here, I think. It's hidden. Butteroth, I think you're good, buddy. Bog. We're gonna creep you up. And up to here. I'm gonna try and break as much of this fence as possible. And that's you. Exconde. You're good. Gonna roll you up to here. Or do I want to chuck grenades onto anybody? We could stay put for the time being. How far does this grenade launcher go? Not that far. Alright, let's creep up to here.
With his guidance.
And stay put there.
It's about time, mate.
Wetteroth, you're good. Carta. Again, I think it boils down to maintaining invisibility. Let's go ahead and drop these guys, and yeah, sacrifice the secondary objective. Got them fleeing. Oh, we're out of minigun rounds. Okay, crowbar it is. Poor accuracy. No surprise. another step. Good stuff. Carter's once again hidden. Roll you up to here.
Damn, we just blew this place here.
We did alright. We did alright. Bog, I mean... Sure, let's push up this way, I guess.
Okay.
Wetteroth can stay in there for the time being, fair enough. These guys are all good. Yeah, Wetteroth, you're done. Don't you dare break. Okay. Here I am now, hoping the enemy doesn't give up on the fight. Esconde. Roll you up in here. I'm just nervous something's camping out, you know, waiting for us over here. We're looking okay.
We'll fight to the death!
Don't you dare break. They're hanging in there.
Sir?
Okay. The fact that Carta is hidden despite these guys being right there is amazing. Tech. Roll out, buddy. Up to here. Please hit your mark. Nice. Steady on.
Making a play!
It's a little dangerous over here. Machine gun team could cause a lot of trouble for Carta, but she's very far away, not spotted yet, so I felt safe enough. Roll up to here and then straight across. Yep. I wish Tech could just, like, you know, one each of them on each of their shoulders and just jet suit.
Okay.
I mean, feeling good, I guess. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Bog, let's break down some more fencing.
Righto.
What else stay put for now, I suppose? I mean, I guess I could pull them out in case something does come our way. Decent cover there. There, now we have clear line of sight. There's nothing here. Take a knee, sure. Esconde, you're good. Carta. Oh, don't you dare screw me with my secondary objective in the last moment here. Should be able to make it fine.
Let's get it!
Tech, let's jump you in. Okay. You're good.
Get command on the line!
They're hanging in there. Carta, rush up to here.
Proceeding?
Righto.
Wetteroth, you're good. Bog, you're good. And Esconde, you're good. Carta, there it is. Holy.
Found it!
Isaiah 60:18. Read it. I'm in.
Hell yeah. That feels great. My God. We took quite a few chances. Took a couple losses, right? Two down in Carta's squad. We got one down in Tech squad and a bunch down, unfortunately, in Wetteroth's squad. 3. Actually, not that bad, ultimately. Medbay is going to be working a bit of overtime, but I'm sure they'll be okay. Bog took no hits, went in with a damaged vehicle, and worked very effectively. Used all of his equipment, actually, so that feels good. Well, he didn't use the VMAT, fair enough, but used his machine gun, used his rocket organ to great effect as always. And then, you know, Tech with the jet suit was the right call, able to pull off the mission that originally Carta was sent in for. And I think Carta could have still done it herself, yes. But you got to balance your risks, right? And the risk there was just a little too high for me. Just a little too high. And that's why Tech was there, right? Tech was there as a bit of a backup unit. And I'm very pleased with how that worked out. A lot of, a lot of time saved with the help of the gravity manipulators. Still not entirely, yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm fine with how that went. I was trying to think about like how I felt about its impact on infantry, and you know what? I think I was fine with that. And we were able to just barely keep damage to the enemy under the threshold, where we destroyed less than 60% of them. I was so sure we were going to fail that secondary objective, especially at the death there. But some of these folks hung around with even that little tiny sliver, 1 pixel of HP, and I guess that's all I needed.
Accepting your defeat, are you?
Yes, very much my victory, buddy. Very much my victory. Pleased? Am I pleased with what I did with Carta? I liked the idea, I guess. I liked the idea. It did pull the enemy apart a bit, I think, once she got spotted, which was helpful for us. And ultimately, it gave us intel, right? She was acting as scout. That's her job. That's her role. She was the scout for this side. Let us know confidently we could move in with tech, allowed us to pick a couple of people off, allowed us to eliminate enemy artillery, which was one of her objectives, right? So she did that phenomenally well. Only took actually, we took no damage from the artillery because it shot wide, right? Tried to hit Bog, shot wide, and Bog got some revenge. So pleased with that as well. Wetteroth got his revenge against the Jaegers as well. Goddamn Jaegers. Overall, just pleased. Now, if there were enemy ATGMs on the battlefield, that would have caused us some trouble, but I think then we would have played a little bit differently as well. Nonetheless, folks, that is my debrief. Let's go ahead and, with every secondary objective accomplished in this 3-skull difficulty mission, take a look at the official one. God, that feels great. 38 promotion points. That feels great, and now we'll have more supply going forward as well. And what do we got over here? Ooh, is this? Yes, it is. Some more Jaeger fatigues. So Wetteroth and Carta can both now go in with Jaeger fatigues. Do we have 2 camo kits? Anyway, we can secure some if we don't. We've got ourselves, what, some standard protective vests as well. Improved small arms protective plating. 75 and 60 on the armor and durability. Good stuff. Lots of K-packs. Got ourselves a machine gun. Ooh. DMR. I'm not going to use this thing, but I haven't picked one up in ever, so it's nice. And some weapon parts. Cool. Nothing too impressive in the loot here, I suppose. We're pretty well kitted out, so all good. But some better armor goes a long way. And removing this supply reduction is nice. Ultimately, this is nice. Now, let's take a look at the damage. I really hope nobody... bit it. Mama, no. Mama, no. It's okay. 1 loss, considering circumstances, is not so bad. Not so bad. Excande is euphoric, as he should be. Bog, you're doing alright. Carta, determined. Wetteroth, still determined. Tech, of course, overconfident. I would be too. Did you see what he just pulled off? I would be too. But folks, not gonna lie, very pleased with that outcome. Just 1 squad he lost. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. And at this rate, as many of you have pointed out, yeah, we do not need both Wu and X-Wu. We're going to drop the Wu. I've been thinking that for a while. We've got plenty of squaddies. I think we have 120 plus in reserve, right? We're losing them at such a low rate. The med bays are working overtime, like I said, doing a lot of good work. So just thinking long term, we don't need both of those outreach offices. Nonetheless, well done by the team here. Pike got to rest. Sachin got to rest. We'll have to do a bit of rotating in the next mission. That next mission is either going to be a search and rescue or defend outpost. Search and rescue is a 1-skull difficulty mission, but it will take us around the map, I'm sure, as we try to save a bunch of people. But this might be a good opportunity to get some rest in for some of our long-running squads. Yeah, 127 squaddies. We're doing all right. We're doing all right, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a very big difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel, letting me know what I should do more or less of, how I should go about doing it. And yes, I do read all of the comments. So if you've got any thoughts, suggestions, fears, concerns, or stories you would like to share, please do so, because I do enjoy reading them. Otherwise, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who would support the channel on a monthly basis. They'll keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time. Cheers.